Still very flexible draft from Alliance too, as far as where they want to send people. I don't think that you necessarily. I mean, is there any matchup that like Arc Warden really hates to go against that you can think of?
He's Arc Warden. He is an enigma. He does his thing.
10 seconds remaining.
I mean, I'm sure there's things.
Choose your hero.
Like spellcasters are pretty good. So this will probably be. Oh, okay, maybe. I guess they're gonna play the Necrophos in the side lane. Thought maybe they just try and use Death Pulse and everything, but has its own issues. So we'll see how Quakefoot does. I think Quakefoot just in the mid lane, the fact that he abuses those ancients so early and buys that medallion is he just wants to play mid, not even necessarily for the matchup so much as just the overall game plan from the side of Alliance.
Okay. Well, game number 2, Team Secret, 1 game away from finishing top of the group, if I'm not mistaken. Would push down Alliance to the lower side where they'd have to play us off against the losers match. And that would be against, who would it end up being? The TFT?
TFT?
Yeah.
Probably.
Major Attendar. Still can't believe that's their name. Attendar.
Oh, I had to get some sort of a name going.
Yeah, right. So is there a draft that you're favoring? Right? Oh, Zai Protector. Did you say that?
No. I had not pointed that one out yet. But the Mad style, the Seb, the Seb Treant. I think it'll probably just kind of be like a 3.5 situation. You're going to see likely quite a bit of farm over to YapzOr because it is one of the best positioned for us to just allow a bit of scaling on, I would say. So you don't want to really absorb too much as the Treant Protector.
Prepare for battle.
But it's kind of a cool way to do it, right? You get this hero that maybe can build into more team fight for his team. He's already got some built-in save just by the virtue of the tree armor. We'll see how he can do.
YapzOr's on the move, trying to catch his Earth Spirit though, and see if you can catch him getting down an aggressive ward or something. So they guard their high ground, got here as fast as they could, because we all know Earth Spirit loves to ward as fast as possible.
Does spot out Zai, who has already leveled Leech Seed. No intention of going for the invis, and they're actually going to try and take down all the trees.
Another good reason to be an Earth Spirit here. I mean, it wasn't exactly a counter pick, obviously, because the Treant came near the end of our draft, but good place here from Taiga. Yeah, this will probably be that build where you might not even see the invis until possibly level 5, maybe even level 7 for the Treant Protector.
The nice thing about the Arc Warden being able to secure a rune, walk into the Spark Wraith, you're going to take some damage. Does look like down bottom, Monkey King moves in. Wave of Terror out onto Puppey, and it's just going to be one rune going the way of Alliance. Oh wait, no, they got the second one too. He was able to sneak it in there. Earth Spirit, little move.
So sweet.
So we'll get 2 and 2. All right, Alliance. I'm curious to watch this Arc Warden in the mid lane for old mid one. I'm always curious to watch Arc Warden. I think he's a hero that we still don't really understand. I mean, there are plenty of teams who just never picked it ever.
Yeah.
See, and then you see some teams who it just gets first phase banned against or second phase banned all the time.
Well, there's the stun, but YapzOr are going to keep trading hits. Have that Wind Run, the Orb of Venom, the slow trickle of life leaving YapzOr. Yeah, I've always kind of had this like affinity with Arc Warden. I felt like when he came out, obviously he was insanely broken. You could just sort of like smash your face on the keyboard and it didn't matter. You're going to be able to win most team fights. And now you're seeing all these necros. Yeah, exactly. And now you're seeing these other things where it's like you can sort of go into the alternate builds. The Blade Mail to me was really cool for him. I don't know. Let's see how it goes.
Mickey up top, getting pretty low. Still just level 1, so they know there's no Ghost Shroud.
There's a
that salve.
Well,
YapzOr.
A little late on canceling it. A lot of value.
All right. Yeah.
8-1 so far on the Arc Warden. Another roll in. A little off the mark for Spirit. Getting pretty into the idea of the roll in.
Yeah, it looks like he thought there might have been a ward over there too, just by how they saw the way he was going. So he puts the Sench down but doesn't catch anything. YapzOr goes after that courier, but they'll quickly move it back.
Love to find a courier snipe. Level 2 now. Did take Heartstopper aura though, and won't have that defensive option available to him as they're laying into Earth Spirit. Still being pushed underneath the tower. Been pretty heavy pressure coming out from Alliance, and this is something that we've seen from them in the previous game, was just pushing the creep wave underneath the tower and forcing them to deal with it.
Looks like this lane's going pretty well bottom for Secret though. Just like you can't really go on Puppey as the Monkey King. You think about how just get a couple stacks of Jingu going on or something like that, but Nisha's just always there to guard him with the frost arrows. Well, then it's going to end up being an advantageous trade for Secret if you try and bully them.
Well, if he's off on his own though, Boxy can make it happen a little bit easier. Maybe gonna try and go for a deny here. Now the frost arrows comes out and he is going to be forced to run away yet again.
They're looking mid though.
Roll in, finding mid one. Not bad. The stun is going to be there. Does have a magnetic field though, so Clink should not be able to get the kill.
There were so many misses there. Jeez. Poor Clinkfa.
Mid one gonna bring out that courier right away as they hit the power shot up top lane. Mickey being punched in some trouble. Does have the stick charges. Walks away. A salve up after the fact. Not bad. Oh, trading hits. Boxy can go for a primal spring if he needs to. Still just very tenuous situation here. And they throw out the stun. Back out. Long wraparound coming from the Earth Spirit.
Currently holding all top 3 slots in the CS right now though. Between Zai on top and then Nisha mid one.
Yeah, I'd be feeling quite good right now if I'm Team Secret. They throw out the magic missile to try and keep alive.
Oh, Clinkfa at the roast pit.
Back.
Oh, got him.
What happened there?
It looks like he walked him on down to the roast pit. I'm guessing they were battling over that top rune and Clinkfa got it, but didn't matter too much when you're just being walked on by an Arc Warden who can slow you and flux you.
Well, it's getting close towards the 5-minute mark. The bounty rune's coming up. And with about 1,000 gold lead, we'll see if Secret can try and secure them. Do have basically left alone Necro up here on the top side. Mickey is going to be zoned out, and it looks like Secret should be able to get 3 of these.
Mid lane, they get the kick back on the mid one, but then the bubble comes out and pretty frustrating to deal with.
Oh, Flux turning. Mid one, getting the healing coming in from the tree armor and Spirit respect it again. They do kill off Puppey, and meanwhile bottom lane taking down that Monkey King as well. Nisha chased down. Sania trying to get into range for him. Does have the wave of terror, is going to be enough to find the kill with the 2 levels in it. Still, Secret with the gold lead.
That is a lot of gold back on the bench though, because that gives Insania some boots. And some gold in towards his magic wand as well.
Oh.
So try and play up tight with his Monkey King now throughout this lane, and maybe they can actually get aggressive onto this Drought Ranger. Because we talked about how, like, if they get onto Puppey, then Nisha just kind of slows them from a distance and stuff. But if they can actually just boots out from the tree line, stun him, and get the Monkey King on, there's not a whole lot Puppey can do besides 1 stun. And they attempt it there, but they missed the jump.
As he jumps back into the trees.
Up top.
Looking for it. Zai still living. As the Tango's afterwards, this is a creep wave pushing underneath the tower. Needs to be a little bit careful if Mickey can get level 6 next little bit, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen. And, well, still everybody just kind of sitting pretty. Team Secret. And as you mentioned, it is Venge that's this sort of 4th core that's got a little bit more than the rest of the supports in the game. Only by about 100 gold over the Ogre, though. And Arc Warden moves into position. Tempest Double. Flux. Rip into Earth Spirit.
Arcaner and Tempest Double.
Jeez. Oh, Insania. TP away. Almost there. Doesn't get it. I go down.
So if I'm Alliance right now, I'm pretty worried about my overall game plan. I think this Trinks is going to be very far behind his usual pattern, where Koikva really wants to get that super early medallion and just start farming it towards his Ancients. Then it's going to be pretty difficult to actually get any sort of tower pushing going on. Again, they're somewhat weak. I mean, they have the Trinks, which is a lot better than the last game, but they're also up against a core Treant Protector, so the levels are up very early for the living armor. And yeah, at level 6 he still doesn't have any points in that Nature's Guise, because he doesn't need it if you're actually lasting on the hero. It makes no sense to have.
Radiant's bottom tower.
No. Puppey get more value out of all the other skills is Puppey.
He just took no damage with that living armor helping him. That was 2 heroes just full out going on him. He just stands there daring them to come over.
He knows they're there. There's no question about it. And it's like every move, I mean, again, you take this Earth Spirit, it's an amazing team fighter in the mid game, but right now it's still just looking like they can't do anything at all. And Boxy, she's gonna die. The right clicks come through. YapzOr there as well. They got the tree armor on Anisha hitting level 6. The slowdown from the frost arrows, and Insania eventually going to fall. Double kill for Nisha. This player making a name for himself early on the new roster.
And you can see the damage just amp up significantly when he hit 6 there, as that's applying to both the YapzOr and Nisha. So a bonus 29 damage now for the precision aura, and all the meanwhile, of course, that's going to be a concern for anyone who's near mid 1 too. And double value. Wow.
Yeah. It's pretty good stuff right there. Hand of Midas also being completed. All right, Koikva, he wants to try and find Nisha and take him down, but you need to be careful about this tree armor.
No boots, just straight medallion.
You need to like have a tuba plane behind him or something.
Here I come. Oh yeah, here it is.
Looking for the opening.
The Treant, I don't know. That's 700 HP he'd have to get through.
Oh my God, he pinged it. He knew. He saw that the aura went down around him. Was that what happened right there?
Yeah, you're probably right, because there's like a better visual on it than there used to be.
Oh man. Yep. And now they realize because the ping came out on a Koikva. Ooh, that hurts. Puppey runs into him. Medallion does not care about a thing. Koikva's like, all right, well, we'll see you later.
And while you're farming Ancients, I'm killing your safe laner. That's the difference between these two mids. Also 2 levels, that's the other difference.
Roll in, trying to find mid 1. Be a nice kill if they could get it, but the overgrowth comes, getting the extra attack damage out. Boxy stunned, and he went for the boundless strike. He is gonna be able to get the regen off of it, but the chase for it for more. Here in Arc Warden territory now. He's getting his Midas usage.
Zai will rotate over and grab the bounty rune to start pushing himself towards the meteor hammer. I like how he went for this casual ring of health for now, just to help him sustain in the lane versus the Necrophos. Just negating a little bit of that Heartstopper aura and just the constant creeps coming into the tower. It was enough that they still didn't even bother bringing back that Earth Spirit, even though Zai was like 20 to 40% HP for quite a while out of the tower. So that'll just give him a little bit of space to get in towards that Meteor Hammer. And then you usually just get the Meteor Hammer and the Blink on the core Treant, and from there, that's where I'd like to see a little bit more handed over to the Wind Ranger, because I think your gold per is going to become more valuable on that hero than Treant after those 2 items.
Yeah. I mean, you can go into like some sort of defensive-y type things, but you want to be able to make sure you find the right shackles. And well, actually, he doesn't care about shackles.
Yeah, Yules is also really good this game too.
Yeah. Apparently, he just wants to be able to find kills. He's got the Maelstrom queued up. Shackle.
Oh, nice.
Oh, he knew he was walking back in. Power shot on a Mickey, but there is no follow-up mid 1. Not signed to go on this one as of yet. They actually baited out, and now they're going to be able to walk in. The Reaper's Sight, not nearly enough damage at all. A dead Earth Spirit. They want to kill off YapzOr desperately, but it's not going to happen. It looks like power shot done. Dead. One more punch though. Oh, Quakeba, he sneaks in. He got his. What was happening? The tree also died up in the top lane.
All right, couple of nice kills then for the dire side, because it was, you know, considering they really need something. It'll only be a slight victory there for Alliance, if you can even call it that. About 200 gold swing in their favor, but a 6k lead with a 6 kill lead now, as Seeker will also have that bump right up to 7. And Nisha says, you know what, Clinks, I can also just farm Ancients, so Clinks is just wandering around here.
Yeah, this feels pretty bad.
You can't even death pact until his invis is back up, because it's still level 1.
Quakeba, he does see mid 1 here. The Ogre right behind him. Zai right behind him. And there's the Bloodlust. He's like, oh, what do I do now? Maybe go for a courier snipe. Thinking about it. Nisha walks by. Gonna pop the aura. Now all of a sudden this little Necronomicon is dealing 106 damage. Goodbye tower.
What AoE do you have to do this? Like, Tiger's gonna come in.
Roll completely off the mark. I don't know what that was, and they're gonna lose the Vengeful Spirit. They're gonna lose the Earth Spirit.
I think he thought Venge was on the other team. I think there was some sort of a roll kick plan there, but it didn't quite come together. And there also was no Monkey King, so I don't know.
Tough stuff for Alliance. I guess space created, their cores are still farming, but to what end? Roche in the hands of mid 1. Have his Midas back off cooldown. Let's see if he gets it in time. Oh, there's nothing here. Oh, it's the saddest. Gordon, get there quick, or he's just gonna kill Quakeba.
Midas the Clinks. You know, the creep's like in his belly. You should go to Midas the Clinks and take away his death pack bonus.
I like that.
That's the counterplay.
This is a big moment though. Swap mid 1 heads up towards the north. Now the battle brewing. The Tempest double is actually going to kill him off. They dealt with the one hero, but they aren't able to find the other. And now the jump in, magnetized down. Mid 1 still trying to run. Zai is going to have the tree armor back up again. They actually can't deal with this. Reapplying magnetize. Clinks is not in this fight at all since he got brought down to 43 HP. Death pack after the fact, trying to take down 1. Can they kill him off? The Ogre. Alliance are back, baby. They're on the board. Oh, power shot. Oxy almost ends up going down, but it's pretty rough.
It's okay. It doesn't matter. Puppey's dead because the Bloodlust was still on Nisha. He will lose it now, so that's 25 seconds where he will be a very depressed Drow Ranger.
I think he's feeling okay about the game.
Yeah, and YapzOr has been given quite a bit of space as mid 1 and Nisha both kind of moving into the jungle on the Arc Warden and the Drow Ranger. Another benefit of the Drow in general there, as YapzOr's moving in towards that first item of the Maelstrom and then the Blink Dagger right after. It's a big ulti from Zai, but it's mostly just a zoning ult to help secure the tower.
Yeah. And you can see that there's some issues right here with the Alliance draft too. You have to stay together for the Flux when it comes out, and that makes Shackles potentially easier, or like we saw right there, an easy 2 or 3 person overgrowth. Quakeba realizes there's somebody at the bounty rune. I can't walk up there. It's just the Ogre, but even that can be deadly at this stage of the game for him. They start to rotate in with a couple of heroes. Bottom lane, Wind Ranger trying to get set up on Boxy. Power shot, but off the mark. Just gonna clear through this creep wave and get it off the tower.
Tell you, so far Europe is shaping up to be great for being paid by the series. That is for sure, because compared to CIS, these series are flying by. If Seeker can close this one out, we had games longer than these series so far today in Europe. It's just been Alliance completely destroying TFT. I had such high hopes.
Yeah.
That it wasn't just like, you know, one team's bad, one team's good. The Alliance looked crisp, like just their own plays together. His execution looked amazing, but this game, Taiga now hitting a roll. One of the first.
Oh, and the YapzOr, he's inside the bubble. Boxy wanting to jump in and take them down. Mid 1 create a second version of himself. Can they kill up Boxy in time? Mid 1 Aegis down, but so too is Alliance. All of their heroes are dying. Clink's the only one who's able to walk away from this one. Mickey actually gets out. Last second, I thought that was going to be a hit there, but Meteor Hammer was not ready from Zai.
Yeah, that's going to be a triple kill for mid one. So only 628? Is that it? Jeez. It's like if they kill one person on Alliance, or for Alliance, they'll each get like 600 gold or something, but Meteor Hammer for Zai begins the pressure.
A slow, steady siege.
Not that
coming
slow.
From Secret. That's a good point, actually.
It's pretty fast.
He takes it out.
It's an Aragorn and a Drow and his Necros. This tower just barely moving down on the HP bar there.
I mean, practically full health. Be real. Goes down 16 to 6, 17 minutes in. It's 11,000 net worth lead. Feels like the only thing that's really stopping Secret is their movement speed. They move from tower to tower and just kill it off. Alliance needing an answer. And it feels like it has to be off the back of some solid team fight. Like, that's what this draft was kind of meant to do. And every time they're in a position, they need to try and swap him away. Foxy almost goes down with the Ignite there. He's going to be able to go for the TP out, living the urn, but Vengeful Spirit not so lucky. How do you like that for initiation? Just walk at him.
Yeah, it seems to be working quite well. And Zai too, he's just holding the ulti that entire time because he's just like, yeah, there's a Venge somewhere who's going to swap, so it doesn't even bother wasting it. The mid one was up top, pushing in the wave with his Necros. And they will get the last tier 2 here with ease, while YapzOr solo pushes the bottom lane with his Blink Dagger. Feels unkillable, and he is, because what is the Clink's going to do to you?
Not a whole hell of a lot. Oh, Blink tried to go for the shackle, not gonna land, but they do have the focus fire. Meteor Hammer, Yule Scepter, not bad. He rolled and then he died almost. Not quite gonna be there. Swap in, Avenge, maybe in some trouble. Can they do anything at all? They have the Wukong's command down as well. They don't get the extra respawn time on the Drow, but they did manage to still find that kill, and Zai might actually be in some trouble. Or he has the tree armor and then the walk away.
Your base.
But Alliance, they're making it happen.
Yeah, but they lost the tier 3.
That's not great.
No. Yeah, not the best start to the fight as YapzOr misses the shackle. He'll now be attacked by Koikva if he wants to bother, but there's still a wind run.
Now, that is the first barracks taken at 19.5 minutes. And the TP to the shrine, apparently they want to fight. Insania doesn't actually even have enough mana for a stun. Has to pop the stick now, and there might have been a miscommunication, although they do go now on to mid one. They are going to kill off the Vengeful Spirit. They take down Zai, not bad. Can they kill off Puppey as well? Okay, things starting to look a little bit better with the Necro books out. Mid one has to get away with his hero. The Tempest double is going to be killed off.
Yeah, I think as Alliance, you don't really have a choice, right? Drow's dead. They're missing a lot of their damage. You have a shrine in behind for a little while longer before they'll just go back and kill it because they just took you tier 3. Try and make a fight happen. Monkey King, if only he had ulti, like that was the fight where they really need the ultimate from him too, because like having the Echo Saber now, there's actually a chance that Boxy can perhaps get himself a kill. Oh, mid one, a DD rune.
Oh, that's not great.
I think
he dodges the run, almost getting it. He needs to reach out. Oh no, mid one. Oh, and they're gonna kill off the Earth Spirit as well. Now looking for Mickey. Can they kill him off in time? I think it is. Nobody's coming to help this man. The swap is there. All right, I spoke too soon as usual, but the shackle onto the siege creep, chasing him forward for more. Mickey wanting to run, but it's not going to happen. 21 to 9. Insania wants to get back to the well. Mid one doesn't give a damn.
Too much.
He's chasing. He's killing. Power shot to finish. YapzOr always gets it. Secret.
Really good at KSing.
They're gonna take down 4 heroes after fight recap shows it. Alliance not having the answers.
No, they just got dismantled.
All right, Monkey King.
It's interesting.
Okay.
Zai basically played like Tidehunter this game. That's pretty much all he was. He sat in that top lane, he held it, made sure the tower didn't go down, but then he's a Tidehunter that can keep like scouting around, and you have a Ravage that is on a lower cooldown, and then you can build a Meteor Hammer on this guy and feel good about it.
The silence, the stun, it catches on to all of them. They get the 4-person overgrowth. Everybody slowly dying, not slowly again, mid one. Hey, they get 3%, not quite enough to kill him off in time, but they do bring him down after the fact. Shackle onto 2, a triple kill for Nisha, and Secret taking them all down. They're gonna call GG. 27-10, a 20k net worth lead. Secret looking very much like their old selves.
Can't tell if it's like a morale boost to play these qualifier games for a team like Secret or MVP, or if it's just like, see, do you understand now why we hated doing this 2 years ago and stopped? I like seeing you guys play